Hey, what's up, good people? Shelby here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to go in with something really fun. I've already washed and I've moisturized my face. I haven't put on any eye cream yet because I actually want to go in with these really cool hydro cooling firming eye gels. I got these from Skin Iceland. They were on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty situation. So I was really excited to grab these because I'm one of those folks that really loves skincare. I know that I was actually in Ulta and one of the guys was saying, you don't need, but I'm like, you do need to have moisturizing, healthy, firming items to put on your face. I mean, a lot of this is genetics, but it's not all genetics, and I want to take good care of my melanated, moisturized endowment, okay? Gotta keep that skin on fleek, and part of that is maintenance. It's not just fixing the problem after it's already happened. Some of it is I need to go in and maintain. So, hence skincare. Anyways, these are super cooling and they're firming and they just feel really good along with catching fallout. So I think that's dope. Anyways, so today I'm going to be going in with, it feels so good. I'm going to be going in with two different palettes, and they're palettes by smaller brands, I would say. I would even call them independent because they're not in a lot of stores, although one of them just made it into Target, which is really exciting. This is the Safari Raine palette from the company Colored Raine. It is a woman-owned, black-owned small business. Look at those colors. If you're on my IG stories, you've seen that I've already used this palette and I am like in lust with it, truly. And then I also am going to go in with my Melt Stack, the blue stack that I had so much fun with in that video, the very blue video with the very blue lip. That was this bad boy. So I am excited to hop into these. I'm going to bring you in real close and we are going to get into this look. Okay, so first of all, welcome to my face. Second of all, this is the look we're going for. We actually ended up very much in the zone of butterfly land. I'm getting butterfly vibes. I think I was feeling like stained glass windows and the colors were calling my name, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring them this color. First color I'm gonna hop into today is actually the matte blue shade in the Blueprint stack from Melt Cosmetics. And this color is called, I believe it's called Dim Out. It's the matte shade. And so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop in with a I say this is a kind of a domed shader brush. It's from e.l.f. It's an eye crease brush, which is exactly where I'm going to put this color. So hopping in with the blue first, and I'm going to press this into my crease. I'm not blending yet. I'm just putting it there. As you can see from the other side, it's actually going to be pretty blown out. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be there. The foundation for me to start with. I'm going to go in with the same brush and I'm just going to kind of go around my edges and carry the color up. I think I love this brush because it can be both a blending brush and a brush that you kind of pack color in with. And I'm going to use this to kind of create the shape that I want, which is pretty winged out, as you can see. I love how pigmented these shadows are. Then going in with the finishing powder from the Cover FX palette that came in the, let's see, it was in the Boxy Luxe, the Boxy Charm, Boxy Luxe order for March. I'm going to go in with this brown shade right here just to kind of blow out my edges. And when I say blow out the edges, I'm going to blend out the edges with it. I'm going to use actually a brush from the Anastasia Beverly Hills kits. They come with a brush. It's actually a really good brush. I think the transition is the key to any colorful look. The transition is what makes it look more natural, or as natural as a bright blue, bright pink, bright neon color can, along with really serious blending. So I'm going to use the blendy side, and I'm just going to do light circles. I am blending it up pretty high on the inside because I like how dramatic it looks to be so high. We will fill in the space with some other colors so it's not all blue eye and then white middle. No worries, you can see where we're going over here. Now, to get the color that I have here on my lid, I did go ahead and add a base. This is Painterly from MAC. It's a paint pot, looks like that. And I'm going to cut my crease. So I'm going to take a flat brush. It's an angle brush. You could use a curved flat brush too, but you want something that's a little bit stiff, that has some body. And I'm essentially going to go in here and slowly but surely carve out this shape. I'm starting from my inner corner and I'm working my way up. Now that I've defined the shape of this cut crease, I'm going to go in with my same concealer brush using Painterly, and I'm going to fill in the space. I'm going to pat this on. Am I the only person that feels like super victorious when they get the cut crease in the place they think they want it in? It just feels so good. I'm going to go in with the blue, the original blue that we worked with, and I'm going to blend in the edge of this, and then we can hop into our next color from the Safari Raine palette, which I am so excited about. I love that palette. It's such a good palette. Now we can hop into the Safari Raine palette. Can you see that? Yeah, look at those colors. They're gorgeous. They're even more pigmented in person, which is just amazing. So I'm going to go in with the color Clay and the color Congo, I believe this is called. Yeah, Congo Basin. Using an angle brush, I'm going to put the color Clay right up against the edge of the cut crease. Just knocking off some extra product. So I'm going to start from the inner corner and just start dashing this because it'll help me define the line better. And the closer you are to that line, the more you need to focus. Next, gonna go in with Congo Basin, the green from the palette, the matte green rather. This whole palette is actually really, really dope. I am not afraid of returning things. I will buy things, and if I try them and I don't like them, they don't stay in my stash. I do not haul things and then hide them. If I love it, I keep it. That doesn't mean sometimes that I don't like forget about it and then have to go back and find it, but I don't keep things that I don't like. And this palette is amazing. Like, Raine, you did this. So going in with Congo Basin, like I said before, and this flat, stiff brush, and I'm pretty much just going to pack it onto the remainder of the lid, and I'm going to meet Clay. I'm also going to meet the blue on the outer edge. Just patting this on here, not really blending, just packing. All right, and then I'm going to pat right over the place where these meet, the blue and the green. I haven't joined the green and the orange yet, the clay. And I'm going to focus a lot of the color right there on the lash line because I don't want to have patches. And then I'm bringing this in to the edge of the lid. You see the gap right there? I'm going to bring the orange down a little bit more because I like having the orange fill the whole crease and part of the inner corner. You know, these colors are super blendable, but they're also really, really pigmented. So they're giving me a lot of delivery, but they also, as I overlap them, they're like marrying and melting together. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so now for the incredibly detailed part. I essentially am going to use a black liquid liner to line my upper lash line, create a wing, and then freehand something similar to this. I can't promise it'll be exact because it's freehand and human error and because butterflies don't match. But I will get as close as I can. I'm going to be using a mix of two different liners. One is the Fenty Beauty Flyliner. The other is the Maybelline Master Precise Pencil. Because I don't know, alternating between the two makes me feel like I get one is a solid black line, the other is a much finer line. So I just alternate between the two to get what I'm aiming to get. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm just going to use my normal technique of dashing. Dashing, dashing, dashing into the inner corner. And then a little farther than that because I'm going to match the other side. I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm going to go about there. It's going to be my goal, which is actually a pretty big wing now that I look at it. But anyways, so I'm going to go here, and I'm pretty much just going to do the same dashing method I normally would, because this is not a normal wing. I have a little bit more flexibility. The line doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually going to be a little bit thicker, but your butterfly is your choice. So I support you, sis. You decide how big your wings are, and then you fly. You fly. Next thing is come in from this point and meet the liner down here. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to sketch my way down here the way you would with probably a normal wing. And then I'm going to draw my next one. And essentially on this side, I did boop, boop, and then I closed it off. Okay? So I'm going to get as close as possible. Okay. So. So that's our first layer, second layer, first layer, second layer. All right. Following this same plan, starting from here, I'm going to go along the line, along the angle of the top of the blue, and then I'm going to bring it down and in and create a point. So. Again, does not have to be perfect. And I'm going to bring it down back here to where it started. Alrighty. Essentially, you're just making a bunch of stacked bubbles and like flower petals to create the idea of a butterfly. Oh, sucky, now this ain't half bad. I'm just gonna thicken this one up a little bit. I'm laughing in my head because I said sucky. Like, who says sucky? Me, apparently. Okay, so as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is not your last opportunity to make adjustments, but I'm looking at this. I'm happy with where I am, so I'm going to stop with the liner for now. And my next step is to go in with an incredibly fine, like little detail brush. You can use a pointed brush. This is actually a lip brush that I'm using from, I want to say this is Stila. And I'm going to go in with the glitters. We're just going to do some glitter. The first color I'm going to go into in the colored Raine stack is Toucan. And I'm going to wet my brush, some Fix Plus or whatever you have. Wet the brush, tap off any excess, and then pat this in to the open space. And fill in this space. And it's okay if the glitter bleeds out a little bit because one, the black just acts as a really great primer for it, but two, because you can always go back, like we said, and adjust. I'm just going to keep packing HOTWIRE in, or whatever color you're working on, until you've got the intensity that you're happy with. There we go. And this is a perfect example of one where I will go in and emphasize the lines. So I'm going to go here. So we have 3 quadrants left to go, 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. And we are actually going to pull all those colors from the colored Raine palette. And it's actually going to be all these really gorgeous shimmers. So we're going to go in with Tigress, Lioness, and Amazon Basin. The colors are gorgeous, and the look is not possible without the quality of these colors. It's just not. This pigment, sis. This pigment. It's not exactly the same, but I think they're reminiscent. Y'all can tell me if I'm tripping, but I think they're getting it. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, so now that that part is done, I'm gonna zoom you back out and we're gonna finish the rest of the face. And I gotta pick lashes. That's like my favorite part, picking the lashes. Anyways, I'll be right back. So now that everything else is all together and looking pretty doggone good, I think it's time for us to go ahead and do lips. I'm gonna go in with Huntress from the Colored Raine Safari Raine collection. And this is actually a really pretty color. It's a nice, deep, I would say like a blackened burgundy or cherry, I would say. I'm going to line my lips with BFF. Is this 2 or 3? This is BFF 3. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm going to top this with a colored gloss called Vamp from ABH just to give it a little bit of shine. Alrighty, so this is our finished look. I really like the way it came out. I'm really loving the butterfly eyes. I think they're really fun. And of course, the lashes. These are the Sugar Baby Lash from Baddie Bee lashes, which are one of my favorite pairs of lashes. And I'm really digging this look. If you guys like this look, if you would like to see more like this, more detailed, wearable, but also art looks, let me know down in the comments. If you've tried the Colored Raine palette and you love it too, let me know. Shout it out. I would love to hear about it. And if you'd like to see this hair look, then go down to the bottom and hit the link for my first hair demo ever. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now.